Hello and welcome to the Tomcast. I'm Tom. Let's get started. So it's Monday, and going to be getting together with Maddie, Dexter, and Professor Trey later on this afternoon to work on the 10th anniversary Next Two's podcast thing that doesn't have a better name. And so I was reviewing some of the questions today. I think the plan is just going to be to go ahead and do them all. I'd like to try and do them all. We'll see. I feel like I can keep it kind of succinct while still fully answering the questions so that we don't end up with like a super long podcast. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's really fun to answer these questions. It's really fun to do these Q&As. I'll admit that it feels a little self-indulgent of like, hey, how about I take some questions from the audience and see what you guys want to know about what it is that I do. It's just an excuse for me to get to talk about myself a lot, and I have a lot of those. Like when I go to conventions, it's like my job to talk about myself and what I do. This very show that you're watching right now is an outlet for me to just kind of talk about myself and talk about the things that I'm doing and why they're important to me. But I think honestly, like most people enjoy talking about themselves. I don't really know if my answering these questions is helpful to anyone outside of the people who ask them. But I like to hope that there are some people who are interested in the stuff that we're going to be talking about and that they can get something out of it. I think about it from time to time that there's really not a set way to go about making webcomics or making and self-publishing your own graphic novels. There's definitely material out there that's helpful, but not a lot of it is geared specifically towards what I'm trying to do. And I say that as someone who's constantly adjusting what he is trying to do and deciding what he is trying to do. And I feel like a lot of creative people are sort of in that same boat. And there's lots of great self-help and motivation stuff out there, but it's not really geared towards what I'm trying to do. And I can't say that there's a lot of other people who want what I am trying to achieve, but I feel like anything that I can do, anything that other creators can do to kind of explain their process and talk through how they got whatever success they have or how they've reached their goals, I feel like it's important to share that because we're writing those books. We're writing those step-by-step programs, and we're writing those how-tos for people who do want to do something like this. And I mean, that's where I get a lot of my inspiration, is looking to other people who are doing similar things and taking what I can from their journey and their experiences. It sounds like I talk about all this and I feel really high and mighty, like I have a very high opinion of myself. I assure you, that's not my intent. That's not what I'm shooting for. I'm happy to be contributing to, in any way that I can, to people who want to do something like this. So I'm really looking forward to answering all the questions. Thanks again to all the people who contributed questions. It should be a lot of fun. And I'm also really excited to see what Professor Trey, Maddie, and Dexter might have to add to some of those questions as well. It's not just going to be about Next to the comic and the characters, but it's also, there's a lot of questions just about the process and about how I do what I do. So I'm very excited to share that with you, and I hope you guys look forward to it. I'll probably post it in place of one of the upcoming Tomcasts. So keep your eyes peeled. And thanks as always for watching. Keep your stick on it, guys.